the economy collapsing, because it always happens. Now it says the Fed prints $3.5 trillion. So all they basically doing is inflating the dollar. Because for one, if your money is supposed to be the top currency, why the hell you gotta keep printing new money? Where the other shit been going at? And that's because this shit ain't really worth nothing anyway. So they just printing out money. People getting that shit and thinking shit's sweet until it actually collapses and they implement this chip. And a lot of these other nations, they don't want no chip. They want you to have gold-backed currency. So what that's gonna lead to? Click on this real quick.
It's no secret that the world we're living in today is
live from the world headquarters of RT America in our nation's capital. This is the news with Rick Sanchez.
Hi everybody, I'm Rick Sanchez, and we want to welcome all of you who are watching us from all over the world, including those of you who are using your mobile devices with the portable TV app. And we're going to begin today with the possibility of a war. We're not talking about a trade war, and we're not talking about a Cold War. What we're talking about is a real war between the United States and China.
And see, China not the only place the U.S. actually got to worry about. You got Russia that's going to join in this shit. Iran, Japan. All these little nations that the U.S. don't went around the world and bully. What's going to happen? This was going to happen. It's in the book of Jeremiah, still, chapter 51, verse 11, says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. Now, what is that device? Let me go to it. It's in the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that breaketh forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So his device is what they got going on right here. And they actually been bringing out a lot of this stuff in the news a lot more lately. Which goes to show, man, the powers that be, they know it's about to take place. Now they want to stop it. But it ain't nothing going to stop it. The spirit going to get put on them to do what they're going to do.
Says we would not dare to make this suggestion because, well, it would seem almost hyperbolic, right? Why then are we leading our newscast today with the suggestion of this potential scenario? Well, because two world leaders are coming out and saying that this is what they think could happen. And these are leaders who know the region, the Asian Pacific. Both men are Australian, and both have held the position of Prime Minister of Australia. First, there's the former Prime Minister, who happens to also be a China scholar. His name is Kevin Rudd. You see him there.
The next 3 months, man. So, hey, this stuff is moving quick. You hear more and more about the RFID chip being talked about in the news. More war talks. Shit, the year started off with war situations. With them going to bomb that damn general over there, Soleimani, over in Iran. You know, Iranians, they ain't forgot about it, man. If you know the history of the Persians, which the Iranians are actual Persians, you know they move very strategically. They're not going to do nothing right off rip. That's foolish, because somebody be expecting a retaliation right off rip. So, man, hey, man, keep watching the news, man. There's going to be some more stuff happening real soon. And they bringing this up to the next 3 months. Then you got the election coming up. If I'm mistaken, that's in the next 3 months too as well. Let's see. It's August now. Yep, next 3 months. So that's perfect timing for them to be like, hey, we need to shut down this election. The war going on. You got the COVID. We got to chip people. So, hey, the most High can speed this shit up ASAP, man. We could be getting up out of here way quicker than what we even realized. you got people talking about 5, 10 years. Man, fuck, hey, I don't want to be in no fucking America in the next 5, 10 years. Fuck out of here. I want to be ruling. I want to be living like a king for real, like how we supposed to be. Being able to serve Yahweh Shah in righteousness. You can't even do it how you want to now because you got to go to work and shit. Then you try to get off. They want to know why you want to get off. You can't tell your job that you're trying to keep the Shabbat or you're trying to keep the Passat or Purim or you're trying to keep the Day of Atonement. You don't look at you like, man, who the fuck you think you is? So, man, hey, the Most High gonna allow this place to be brought down so we can be restored how we supposed to be, man. And that's gonna be raw. We're gonna have to be able to have real riches, gold and silver, land, cattle, servants. Man, you people that's all bugged out in the mind, they don't want no servants. You niggas be talking about getting a business and having people work for you. What you call that? But hey, in the kingdom though, we're gonna have service and we ain't gonna have to pay their ass. They're gonna be bringing their goods to us. Now that's gonna be even better. So I'm gonna just play a little bit more.
And an editorial in the Foreign Affairs Journal where he says that the risk of an armed conflict between the United States and China in the next 3 months is especially high. Then, as you might expect, Australia's current Prime Minister, there he is, Scott Morrison, he was asked to comment on his predecessor's statement. And surprisingly, he basically agreed. Morrison said that the hot war between the United States and China was, quote, previously inconceivable and not considered even possible or likely, but not anymore. 2 Australian prime ministers, one a former, the other a present, sounding an alarm they seem to want the whole world to hear. So the question is, should we be heeding the warning, or should we simply see it as...
Hey, in the men of the Lord been giving a fucking warning. Fuck what these devils talking about. Hey, we've been giving the warning, letting people know, like, get yourself together. Because once this take place and they shoot these missiles off and these nukes, only way you get out of here, if you how about Yahweh Shah deems you and put you in that book of life. And actually, you part of the elect. Or you join on to one of the members of the elect and you meant to make it up out of here. That's the only way you get up out of here. When the angels come and gather the elect, the remnant, that's it. Ain't no getting under no ground, ain't no hiding, no drain, none of that shit going on. I'm going to go ahead and end this off. Like I said, I don't want to stress this out too much. It's in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down, a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And we damn sure ain't no time of peace if you've been paying attention to what's going on around the world. So, Lord's witness is edifying. Call Allah Yahweh Shah. Shalom to the left.